On this week's episode, we're changing the oil in a 2025 Honda CRV with a 1.5 turbo. Man, 10,000 over, yikes. Hopefully there's oil in it. So I'm using an OEM filter, but good God, look at the price of this crap. If it wasn't on such short notice, I definitely would have ordered it from Amazon because $24 a filter is ridiculous. Anyway, I'm also using some 0W20 Pennzoil Ultra Platinum because it's a really great oil. Now the first thing you're going to want to do, I'm using this oil catch mat so I don't mess their driveway up. We're going to have to remove this skid tray. So you don't have to remove these screws up front, but you do have to remove these two here, as well as all those quarter turn pins. So I'll show you how to do that now. So you're going to need a flathead screwdriver for the quarter turns, and you'll need a Phillips number 2 for the screws. So with the skid plate removed, and of course skid plate is a very generous term here, we reveal the oil filter as well as the drain plug. Now I'm kind of concerned about this oil leakage it looks to be here. However, that's not really the case, it's just excess runoff. But regardless, our oil filter is near the front of the engine and the drain plug is near the back. This oil filter was on pretty tight, so I used my oil filter pliers to help me remove it. As you can see, where the oil drains, if it's not cleaned up properly, it would definitely propagate and leak over to where I saw that oil deposit. So I'm going to assume that's the problem. If you want to, feel free to pre-fill your new oil filter, and we're just going to screw that on. Then I'm going to clean up all this gross old oil. A little brake clean will go a long way here, just to get rid of all that oil deposit and hopefully prevent that stuff from coming back. And if it does come back, maybe there is an oil leak, and that's something I'll have to look into next time. A clean engine is easier to diagnose than a dirty engine. You'll need a 17mm socket or wrench to remove the drain bolt, and then you can let all the oil drain out. So with all the oil drained out, we can reinstall the drain bolt, and my filter came with a new drain crush washer, so you can use that, or if you don't have any, just get them on Amazon, they're really cheap. Now, like I said before, a clean engine is easier to diagnose for the future than a dirty engine. So again, I'm going to take some time here and just make sure that it's as clean as I can get it with some brake clean and a rag. So now that we have that all done and clean, I'm going to reinstall the skid plate. Now I'm using copper anti-seize in those threaded bolts just because the Nova Scotia weather has a lot of corrosion and rust, and this should help it come out easier next time. Now we can remove the oil fill cap and get our 3.5 liters of 0W20, and I'm also using this super cool funnel kit from Amazon that has a Honda adapter and a funnel with a on-off valve, which makes filling your engine extremely clean and easy, and you're really less prone to any oil spillage with this funnel kit. So definitely recommend this if you're doing more than one vehicle, as it has 12 adapters. Now we'll replace the fill cap, and I'm just going to pull the dipstick out and check the oil level, make sure that, yeah, 3.5 liters is enough, and if I have to add any extra, I can just top it up. But as I expected, 3.5 liters is all this little engine needs, and that's pretty cool. Now going inside, we can again see 10,000 or more over oil change. Kind of scary. However, if you go through the settings using the scroll wheel, you can get to maintenance, push and hold the select button, which will eventually bring up the reset, and you can choose which number, which letter, or all items. Of course, select all items, and that will clear all the oil history and the reminders and be good to go for next time. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next week. Thank you again.